Hey there, everyone. It's Saturday, my dudes. I hope you're doing well. I almost messed up that intro, mostly because Farming Simulator kind of started screaming at me out of nowhere. Even though I was the one who started it, I just didn't see it coming. Hi. Uh, it's been over a week. I hope you're all doing well. Um, I figured I was just gonna do a chill stream while I yap about stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing a chill stream. I say that, but I do still have certain channel rewards on, so I guess it's not really that chill, but you know. Yeah. Let me get into what I need to get into as far as the game goes. There we go. Okie dokie. Let me switch that now. Hello. Ah, there is no game. That was my fault. I was definitely not ready for that. Give me one second. Oh no. Alright. Should be up now. There we go. Hello. um so school. um for those who may not know, I am going back to school. I started this week, and it was a time. It was a time. It wasn't bad. It was kind of good. Ups and downs. I'm trying to. I'm waiting for the game to start before I start yapping. It's going real slow right now. Ah, I remember why. Hang on. All right. There we go. There we go. Goodness, that was weird. Okay. It has been a while since I've basically touched any of the games on my computer, really. I've... Ooh, excuse me. I've gotten on Genshin for like a tiny bit to do like a few things, but other than that, none. I've just been trying to rest and do school stuff. Give me one second. Alright, before I start yapping, where am I? What am I doing? What is... Today, the month is July. So tomorrow is when I start doing harvesting. Okay. So I guess it's just the usual pick up things, put them where they need to be. Yeah. Oh. Anyways, yeah. I don't know where to begin really because it's just been a while. I'm super out of it. I am having a bit of a headache day today. I was feeling better, and after I had done a whole bunch of stuff and sat down, I started feeling it again. Probably because the Advil started wearing off. Thought the Advil would get rid of it completely, but nope. Um, but it's okay. I'm not feeling super bad like I usually do. It's just kind of bad. So I'm gonna be good for now. Why is it? I feel like this is super low. Why do I feel like this is super low? Hold on. Because it is super low. Why is it super low? That's usually what I put it on. Oh, I'm gonna put it higher for today. For just to kind of like reiterate things I've already talked about, but wow, this this game is so much louder than what it usually is. All my audio is like weird. Like this is not usually that loud. Okay, that's like way better. There we go. Okay, that's so much better. Holy crap. What was I talking about? Sorry, I realized the audio was like super off. I guess for people who may not know, I started going back to school, specifically to a technical school, and I'm going to try to get my Network Plus certification. I guess my A Plus cert too, technically, even though I technically already got it, but it expired many years ago. So I'll be going for my A Plus as well. And wow, you would not very unsurprising, but the school has changed quite a bit since I had been there in many years, many years. The space, the workspace is so much bigger. There's not as many students as there were before, which is actually really nice. It just gives us so much more room, and the workspaces are much bigger too. So much bigger. Oh my god. It's kind of nuts the difference. I was telling some people, including the teacher, like what it used to be, and some of them just sound like they don't believe me. Which, like, understandable, because like compared to what they have now, it sounds like a joke. Swag, hello. How are we doing well today? Oh wait, yeah, that's all I'm getting. I'm waiting for another box, but there's no more boxes. Yeah, it's so much different. Teacher is pretty cool. I'm glad I decided to go with this class instead of retaking the class I had taken before, because the teacher for that class is not cool. In fact, I've already had like 2 instances in which I like wanted to slap him in the face. But I mean, whatever. I don't take his class. I don't have to really deal with him as much, thankfully. But I think about it almost every day. It's just like, damn, I'm so glad I'm in this class. Just to put it into perspective, day one, when our teacher and his teacher kind of like got all the students together to talk about like what the school expects and what they expect from us. Apparently, like they had problems in the past with like people just playing video games, and not really doing work and stuff like that during class. It's just like, I don't understand people who do this at all in like colleges, and like places where you pay to go. I get like some people like me are kind of going there on like government money, but like you're kind of there to learn a skill, and that's kind of important. So I don't know why you're there just fucking around. I don't get it. Why would you spend anyone's money to do that? That's whatever. Anyways, the things out of his mouth day one were very annoying, very boomer-esque, even though he's not a boomer. Basically, you know, each generation has less grit than the last generation, just like how his generation doesn't have anywhere near the amount of grit as the people who fought in World War II. Actual thing he fucking said. And you know, like, what are some of the things that we work on here is grid and shit like that. I was like, shut the fuck up. God damn. So my impression of him is very low from day one, but Yeah, day one was actually kind of funny. None of the new students, obviously including me, could not log into their computers, therefore could not do any work. Um, we were mostly waiting the almost the entire time, just to see if the school IT administrators could solve the issue, which is kind of ironic since we're there to learn networking and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, I guess it doesn't really matter. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't say that. That might be like a small dox, so I won't say that. But anyways, yeah, they had trouble with that, and there was a point in time in which like my teacher was like, "Yeah, there's no way they're gonna get done by the end of the day." So he kind of went up to us and was like, "I want to build a computer." So of course I was like immediately like, "Oh fuck yeah," because you know that's my thing. I love to build computers and stuff like that. So they had just a bunch of like cases that had nothing in them, and all of them were like the shitty, you know, shitty Dells that get donated to schools. They're probably 15 years old, you know. So there's 5 of us, and we each get a case. 2 of us got ITX form factor case, which means that the motherboard inside is just kind of smaller than usual. And the other 2 got ATX cases, which is like the normal size of a motherboard. So basically 2 normal size cases and 2 small cases. Sorry, 3 small cases. And then they kind of just threw us into what we call the closet, which is, you know, kind of a smallish room. Bless you. Kind of a smallish room to kind of like do hardware stuff like what we were doing. And we all just kind of piled in there along with like some of the senior students. And we very quickly realized, even though it looked organized, it was not organized at all. Oh, we were like, oh no. The PC builds took us, well, it took me 2 days, but it took some of the other students 3 days, because some of us just had to wait for certain parts to be available, you know? Like, you know, the power button that turns on your computer? We only had 2 of those, bro. So we couldn't even turn the PCs on. We tried to put, we tried to use metal on the power pins to try to turn on that way to kind of like make a, would it be considered making a short? No, I don't know what you'd call that. I don't know anything about electricity, but but basically just trying to turn them on using a screwdriver. But we didn't know what each pin did, so we were just kind of fucking around to see if it would work, and it just didn't. So we were like, well, fuck. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything else to do this day, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a sleep. So yeah, that was fun. It actually was fun because it taught us like what it's like to not only build those shitty PCs, but also it gave us like, well, it gave at least me like an idea of like what to expect in like the kind of PCs that I would see probably in the field from certain companies that would use them. I have never seen this, but the hard drives in these PCs are not powered by the power supply. Now, granted, okay, look, honestly, yes, it is powered by the power supply, but it's not powered directly into the power supply. The power cable that goes into the hard drive and the DVD drive actually connect to the motherboard itself. So the power supply provides power to the motherboard and obviously to the CPU via the motherboard, which it usually does. but it also provides power through the motherboard to the hard drive and DVD drive, which I had never seen before. I was like, what the fuck? And some of the seniors hadn't ever seen that before either. They were just like, what the hell? And we took a while to look around for other power supplies. Like, do we have the wrong ones? Like, this power supply only has 2 wires coming out of it. No, they were right. So one of the other seniors came around and was like, oh yeah, no, these, you gotta remember, these Dells are stupid as shit. So like, this actually gets power from the motherboard, and pointed to the place to plug in the power cable. And we were like, what? It was fun. Like, as ridiculous and how many like Dell jokes we made, I will admit, like, some of the engineering behind it is actually kind of smart. I'll give them the credit. If you want to make a compact PC for super ultra cheap, they didn't do that bad of a job. And it like, it's not like what they used to do, where like you'd have to undo like so many things are in the way and you couldn't like really repair anything. A lot of the stuff was actually really easy to just kind of pull out. And so, in fact, some of them had handles. I was like, what? So all you had to do was like move a latch over and then grab the handle and pull it out. I was like, oh my god, I wow, okay. There was a lot of learning for the new people. Learning for me too, technically, but I had known like most of it, so I was also helping out where I possibly could. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, I like building PCs. This is like only a little bit of my week. Second day, we finally got our login information working, which is good. But he threw us like directly in and like to the wolves almost. The first day was just trying to make sure everything was going to work for labs the next day, and just kind of like get started on things. And since we're a day behind, we have to like go just a little bit faster. And man, I hate it, but they made us do typing tests. Now, when I say that, it's probably just like, you maybe think, oh yeah, you can just find your words for a minute and that's it, right? No. Like, we were being taught how to type on the keyboard, like from like these are like tests made for children sort of thing, and it was kind of grueling, especially because like during the first day I was feeling awful because I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and like I already am bad when it comes to typing the correct way in quotations. I don't do that. I do like a really weird way of typing. I don't even know how to explain it. I never type the correct way. Yeah, like I just don't. It's not for me. I even tried doing it while I was like going through the tests and shit, but like I was actually getting like way less words per minute than I was before, and I was just like, I'm good. So, like, while it was like trying to teach me, you gotta type your letters like this and stuff like that, like I was getting as low as like 28 words per minute. But when I finally got it towards the end, I was doing like anywhere from 55 to 110 words per minute. Like, I can type, and I mean, granted, it's not like ultra fast or anything, but I can type, you know. But when it comes to like being taught how to do things and like pressing one word at a time, one letter at a time, that's hard for me for some reason. It wants me to like hit, what's an example, like T and U and Z and P at like certain intervals and stuff like that, and Didn't like that. Other than that, oh wait, no, I can say this too. On the second day, he gave us homework, which I was immediately like, "Excuse me," because when I was there, homework was never a thing for anyone. Yeah, you could do schoolwork at home if you really wanted to, but like they kind of expected you to do everything at that school. Nah, dude, he gives us homework, and it's specifically in his words, and I don't know if like it's an actual thing, but he calls it research and discussion. Hello, Jams. Yeah, tractor. This is actually more of a forklift, but yeah, I mean it's tractor-like. What was I saying? Oh yeah, research and discussion. So he basically, at least for the first day, he like made an example, he made a lesson on the website that we use, and then like gave us some websites to look at, and then said make a discussion teaching the reader what you have learned. I was like, okay. The thing is, he never gave us any kind of guidelines or anything. Like I said, he kind of just threw us into the wolves. So I was like, I don't know what he expects. Like, how much should I write? Oh no. So I'm the kind of person who goes hard to make sure I don't fuck up, because I don't want to fuck up, you know, especially when it's like graded and everything. So I was already tired. I didn't sleep very much Monday night, and going into Tuesday, I was drained. I felt awful. So then I had to like do, then I had to do this. I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. I'll do it, and I'll knock it out of the park, and like I'll rest. These articles are massive. What was it talking about? I'm trying to remember. Was it the OSI model? I don't know if I think the OSI model was the second discussion we did. I don't remember what we did the first one, but all I remember is the articles were massive, and I was like, I want to die. So I spent like the next 3.5 hours like doing this homework and just like slowly dying inside. Oh man, it was pretty bad, but like I don't know if I said it, Jams, but hi. I know I said hi. I hope you're doing well today. I don't know if I said that. I hope I did. But if I didn't, I'm saying it now. In the story, I kind of lost track too, but yeah, the homework on Tuesday kind of sucked dick. So now I know that I have to worry about homework. And it oh no, I remember. Okay, so so like I said, I didn't know how hard I needed to go, right? So, you know, I went kind of hard. I wrote like at least a 2-page discussion saying like what I've learned. Oh, right, sorry. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This is what I want. There we go. Cool. What is happening? What just happened? Oh, hold on. What was that? Oh, I don't know what happened there. That was very strange. Let me do this real quick and put it back. Okay, I think that might. No, whoa. Okay, let me move out the way. Oh, I wonder if that's like a new bug, because that has never happened before. Maybe I just never did it like that before. It doesn't matter. Anyways, so I went hard. I didn't know how hard to go. So after I was done, I submitted it, and you can't look at what other people have submitted until you submit yours first. You know, avoid cheating. Makes sense. So I knew that was a thing before I submitted it, and my thought was, oh God, I know. I could just feel it in my bones, like I'm going too hard. Like I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to submit it and I'm going to see like everyone's doing like 3 sentences. Here I am with 2 pages. I was pleasantly surprised to see that, you know, quite a few people actually went as hard as me, and one person even went even harder. And, but there was one person who submitted 1 sentence, just 1. And the teacher was like, good job. And I was like, I want to I was upset. But I'm kind of happy that I did it the way that I did, only because I'm coping, but also because I'm slowly starting to realize that this is going to be really, really useful for when we actually start studying for the tests and everything, because all these are saved and we can just go back and look at our notes, which I mean, that's basically what these are basically just notes. And I was like, damn, this is actually really smart. This is really smart. This teacher is like really knows his shit, you know. So not only am I saving them down in like online backup thing that we have, but also like I can just go back to the page and see everything that I typed. And oh, I actually already did it for another discussion that we did. So yeah, it's really cool. I did not think about that. It's really cool. Yeah, the amount of times I have seen that is really funny. Yeah, super funny, bro. It actually, like, you know, obviously looking back on it, it is pretty funny. But like, man, it sucks. However, I will say, on the last discussion we did, some people were doing like, you know, a few sentences, and what I saw him doing now is saying, "Good job, give me more." And I'm like, uh-huh. Now he's starting to realize. So, I'm not going as hard as I did the first time, but I am still like doing a good amount of like discussion where I'm doing like nearly 2 pages, or actually 2 pages. I think the one I did yesterday, which was supposed to be like a weekend homework thing he gave us, I did basically a few hours, did it in like 2 hours yesterday. It wasn't that hard. It was actually the articles this time were like way shorter. And it was much easier to understand. For those who know anything about networking, I was learning about encapsulation and de-encapsulation, about the OSI model. That was actually really interesting. Like, it actually is super interesting. Like, getting to learn about the theory of how like data is sent over networks and everything. That is actually super cool. Which is something I thought I would never fucking say in my life. So yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm learning so far. I do not enjoy how many protocols there are in networking. I hate it, and I don't want to learn any more about them. So yeah. Oh wait, no, I need to go this way. I keep forgetting that I have a lot over here now. As long as you enjoy... Sorry, I was looking for cars. As long as you enjoy what you are learning, that's all that really matters. Better than taking general eds. That's the reason why I don't want to go to an actual college. I have no interest in learning more about general education subjects. In fact, I find that if all I want to do is get out into the workplace space and there we go, and nothing else, what's the point in paying someone to teach me that stuff when I just want to go out there and make money now? You know, I don't like that, not one bit. Oh, that's right, I just got this thing. Yo, let's go. I'm excited to screw around with this thing. I mean, it does the exact same thing as the other one, but it looks cooler. And it's a little wider too. It is heavy as fuck, though. Oh my god, it's so heavy. Need to do that. There we go. My mom practically forced me to go to a 4-year. If I could go to a 2-year, I would. I personally just when I found out about technical school, I kind of jumped on it. I was like, I could not do normal college. There ain't no way. I would actually go nuts. Trying to think of anything else that's happened. Anyone here ever heard of Kahoot? Kahoots? I don't remember what it's called already. Apparently a bunch of schools use them, and Kahoot is a hood classic. Dude, I am too old because like a bunch of younger than me people, including my my sister and her husband, I don't know if it says, but younger sister, I told them that we were playing playing with a thing called Kahoot, and they were like, "Oh my god, Kahoot!" I'm like, "You know about Kahoot, really?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, dude, we use that in high school all the time." I'm like, "What?" And that's when I learned that Kahoot is much more widely used than I ever knew. I thought it was just some stupid little program that my my school like found and was like, "Oh hey, yeah, we'll just use this." It's fucking massive. I had no idea. I mean, it makes sense, and it's a really smart like twist on how Jackbox like does their own thing. It's so smart, dude. It makes me like wonder if the developers of Jackbox actually made it. If not, like, oof, they missed out. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, I want to go this way. It's okay, Rito. I've never heard of that. Thanks, Jabs. It makes me feel a little bit better, and also it makes me realize that you're old too. Let me go ahead and do this. There we go. Just kind of throw that on the ground there. It's a really good learning tool, especially for people in high school and lower. Yeah, I can definitely tell how cool that is. I thought I was old them out, and but yeah, we're using it in class. We go against. Remember the teacher I told you I didn't really like? We get both of our classes together and do Kahoot with each class. And some of these people are very competitive. Very, very competitive, because if you win, you get to have what they call the golden modem, which is literally just an old modem that had all of its parts taken out, and they spray painted it with a gold paint. That's it. That's all it is. And you get to keep it on your computer tower until the next time they play Kahoot. So like it's Even the two teachers are pretty competitive about it. Oh my gosh. Before I continue, hang on. Granted, my college experience was a lot of me reading books upon books upon books and churning out papers on the regular. We could be older. We're definitely older. Oh my god, that is amazing. I fucking love that. Yeah, it's funny. It's also really smart too. It really gets people to like really want to know the answers and try to go as fast as possible, you know. But I didn't tell you how competitive. It's very competitive. I know I said that, but it's not just the students, it's also the teachers. Apparently, I think it was the second day. Whoa, don't do that. I think it was the second day of school that we did the first Kahoot, and the other class, someone in the other class got the golden modem. And so the second time we did Kahoot, our teacher had made the questions and answers, and at the very beginning of class, he said in the very low voice, "Hey, just a heads up, we're playing Kahoot today." And then on all of the TVs that are around our room, we see 5 red, 5 green, 5 yellow, 5 blue, and we lose our shit. He fucking gave us all the answers. Is this motherfucker's cheating? I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, you know, this is gonna be like a big funny bit, you know, we're gonna do this, and at the very end, he's gonna be like, yeah, we lied. You can keep the modem. No, that's not what happened at all. Fucking, we won, or like someone in our class won, and we kept that bitch. We kept it. I'm like, bro, what? The competitiveness for this Kahoot is unreal and kind of not cool. I will admit, like, that's, come on. How unsportsmanlike. You get a room full of first year students to do Kahoot, and it turns into a war zone. Oh my god. I'd put googly eyes in the modem. That sounds like an amazing idea. I don't know how they would react to someone doing something like that. But you know what? I think googly eyes are a universal loved thing, so I don't see why they would hate it. I can see probably the other teacher not liking it because he's a piece of shit, but you know. But yeah, Kahoot's a thing. Sorry. I'm just remembering how Ohm said it's a hood classic. Fucking hood classic. That actually hurts me a little. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, honey. Did you ever have Kahoot in like any part of schooling that you did? You would know what Kahoot is. So the answer is no? Probably not. So I guess even Misty is too old for Kahoot. Shit. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Before, apparently this year the golden modem is new. Apparently the old reward that they would get is the golden keyboard. I have never seen that. Apparently it exists somewhere in the classes. I still haven't seen that. So no idea if it actually exists. I'm sure it does. But that sounds silly too. I'm trying to think like what else could have happened. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but back when I did go to school, let me get in position. Here we go. Back when I went to school, at the school, same school, back in the day, I I was in one class, and the class that I'm in now was the other class. I was kind of on the opposite side of the building that I was in. And sometimes we would go over to the class I'm in now, which is, I'm just going to call it the networking class. And we would like learn with them or use their lab space to do stuff. And it became a thing where I would go over there a lot because I made friends with some people. I actually like ended up having like a Dungeons and Dragons group with some of those people where I was DM. That was fun. But we're in a good position. Damn, if only I could do this correctly. There we go. One of the people that were in there was an older person. I don't know how old he was or how old he is now, but when he graduated, like all of his certs and everything, they offered him a job at the school, which I was like, wow, that's super sick. That's super cool, you know? And he ended up becoming my teacher because my class was like cursed as shit. We could not keep a teacher. It was like that bad. Like the first teacher that we had, who was probably the most qualified person you could probably find, had been in the IT field and like programming field for an enormous amount of time. Like if you ever heard what like her resume was, it was unreal. Why she was there teaching at a kind of honestly a shitty school at the time was beyond me. But her husband ended up having like severe medical issues, so we lost her like kind of fast. And then we started having substitute teachers. Then we had like a hopefully permanent teacher who ended up leaving. And then we had the guy who got the job at school, which I thought was, again, pretty cool. He was actually a super cool teacher. Obviously had never really taught before, but he still knew his stuff. And I had gone back to the school for some reason. I think at the time I was like maybe considering going back. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking like years ago. And I found out he went from being the teacher of that class to being the like actual head of IT administration for the school. I was like, holy shit. That's awesome. You know, that's a huge jump. So I personally went and found him, congratulated him, asked him how he was doing and stuff like that. It was super cool. And he's still there as the administrator for the network at the school to this day. And apparently this year's his last year until he retires. And I'm like, bro, that's so cool. Like I get to be a part of the school again right before he leaves. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. And he's a really good guy. Like very soft spoken actually, but very sweet, very cool. It was super cool to see him again. And really funny to see my teacher's reaction when him and I like gave each other a high five. There we go. Anything else? Not really. I think that's pretty much it. It's cool. Like, it was weird trying to change my lifestyle around school, but I've gotten semi used to it. This morning I kind of let myself sleep as much as my body wanted to, and I hope I didn't screw up my sleep schedule. I'm gonna force my body to go back on my school sleep schedule tonight. Set my alarm for 6 a.m. for tomorrow morning. Make sure I don't completely screw it up. But yeah. Other than that, yeah, I'm doing good. Nice. I guess one thing I can talk about, kind of sort of, not really a school thing, but, you know, thinking about it. There was this one donut shop I had been told by a ex-coworker was the best donuts in town. And I was like, okay, bet. Come to find out, they close at 1 p.m. I'm like, what? So I had never gotten it before because, you know, my sleep schedule back in the day was like me waking up at noon every day, you know. So now that I'm getting up at 6 a.m. and getting to school, you know, like an hour or two after that, I decided to get up early yesterday to go get some donuts from there. And I'm gonna be real, damn, my ex-coworker was right. They're really good donuts. Like, my all-time favorite donuts is Krispy Kreme, but they're so expensive. They're unbelievably expensive. These are honestly better. Only slightly better, I would say, but still better than Krispy Kreme. And they're cheaper, like way cheaper. For a half dozen, it was like $5.45, I believe it was, before tax. I mean, I think the tax exists for donuts, but yeah, it was cheap as shit. I was blown away how cheap it was. So yeah, I got some good donuts today. Yesterday, not today. Yesterday. That was good. Hell yeah, I like donuts. Position here. While I'm thinking about something else to say, how have you guys been? I've been away for, you know, a good week. So sorry, I keep fading in and out of stream. AT&T is really making me upset. Oh, is that your ISP? Yes. Oh, do you have AT&T fiber? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I'm just curious overall. No? Damn. Fuck. I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this without like potentially doxing myself. My area has AT&T fiber, except obviously where I live, so it kind of sucks for me. Oh goodness, goodbye sign. Yo, look at him go. Look at the bro go. Yeah. Ah, that was so cool. What the hell? Excuse you? Sorry. Hold on. So, wait, hold on. Was distracted by my cat for a moment because she wanted in my lap, but her legs are short. So she jumps off my bed and reaches her little paws up at me in the chair. Aww. That's what Jasper does to us a lot, but like specific. Fuck. Oh, you went through the building. Wow, these signs are having a day today, Jasper does that to Misty and I quite a bit, but mostly Misty nowadays. Where Jasper will go up to you and like just barely touch you, just with his paw, and like you never expect it, and he's so quiet. So like the moment he touches you, it does not feel like a cat. So you're just like, ah, you know, he's just like, what the fuck, you know? So fucking scares the shit out of us all the time. But it's still very cute. Like you look at him and he's just like, hey, and you're just like, I can't get upset with you. He is stealth. Yes, he is. Google. I wish I had Google Fiber. AT&T Fiber. Yeah. All I was gonna say is, God, I wish I had AT&T Fiber, because holy shit. Let me get in position. The amount that you pay for AT&T Fiber and what you get out of it is so much better than what we're getting out of cable internet here. It is so much better, and I wish I had it. God, I cannot wait until we get fiber. It's probably I don't want to say it'll never happen in our lifetime, but it sure does feel like it. It really doesn't feel like we're ever gonna get fiber here. It just really sucks, because I wish we had it. My little sister has it, and after she got it, I was like, man, I really want to know, like, what the plans are like, and what you're gonna get out of it. And it took me forever, because these ISPs never make it easy to actually understand your plans in a great detail, because that's how they kind of fuck with you in order to get as much money out of you as possible. And when I finally found out, it is nuts. What we have right now is, if we had fiber for this company, we would be getting 1 gigabyte download, and technically 1 gigabyte upload too, but because we have copper, the most we get is, I think, what was it? I want to say it was 600 download and only 35 upload, which was kind of the only reason why I got this high bandwidth plan, because I wanted the better upload for streaming. And bro, as you guys have seen in the past, our network does not get that 30 very often. But I will say, very recently, basically kind of right after I reinstalled Windows on my computer, we've been getting amazing speeds. After the upgrade for OBS, where they have the enhanced streaming thing. What do they call it? I want to see. Is it called enhanced streaming? Yeah, sorry, enhanced broadcasting. I started using that just to try it out, and most of the streams that I've been using it so far have had very little dropped frames, and all the way up to 6,000 kilobits bit rate, which is nuts to me. That is massive. I have never seen our internet be able to handle that. So I wanted to kind of chalk it up to OBS's amazing new way of doing that or something, because there's no way there's no way it's my network, unless I'm just getting really lucky. But yeah. One thing I will say is what the school hasn't stopped doing, and it kind of upsets me just a little bit, is oh, hang on. Nice. I just kind of hope and pray when it comes to my internet. Yeah. I hate ISPs. But anyways, something my school still does to this day that kind of upsets me is they like to advertise these classes as oh yeah, when you leave this class, you're gonna leave with so many certifications. It's unreal and everything like that. But there's only one certification that actually matters, and that's the CompTIA certifications, which I've said in the past, which, you know, understandable if you don't understand them, but at least you know their names. You've probably heard me call them like A+ certification, Network Plus certification, stuff like that. Those certifications are the only ones that actually matter. All the other ones, none of the employers are going to look at that and be like, I don't know what this is. What is this? You know? And why does it matter to me? So it just kind of sucks that my school is still doing that. I know better, and I kind of still knew better when I went there, but I wonder how many people they've gotten to go to the school just because they're just like, you can get so many certifications and get hired so much faster than people who don't have these. It's like, bro, come on. There are things like Microsoft Office certifications and like certain certifications that kind of sort of sound like the CompTIA certifications, but they're only certifications you get from the learning software that you use at the school, which, I mean, yeah, granted, honestly, kind of better certifications as far as what they expect of you than CompTIA, and they should be looked as better certifications, but they're not, you know, because no one knows about them. Like, when I got my certification for that software, saying that I now know enough to try to go for the A+ certification, that test was way harder than A+. Like, so much harder. So it was harder, and it asked more questions that pertained to the jobs that I would expect to have for A+. So yeah, I get why they would say that, and I guess like you could possibly say it's true, but no employer is going to look at those and be like, we want to hire you because of this. No. Absolutely not. You gonna go rest, honey? Are you hurting? I ask as you take a swig of water, sorry. Bit of headache, okay. What? You should still take Advil, because it's probably gonna get worse without it. Just lay your back on the wedge. We have a wedge for that. Oh, I have not been... Hold on. Thank you for saving, but I want to do other things, please. Thank you. Yeah, I have not been paying attention to this guy. Whoops. Microsoft Office cert? More like screaming in my office and breaking every application at least once. Yeah. Oh, I need to lower it too. There we go. I've never actually used this thing. Okay, it's just like the other ones. Not hard. It's just very heavy. Oh my good lord. Yeah, the Microsoft Office certs are literally just the same certs that like any kind of office worker would get if they were taking a course on Microsoft Office. It's the same thing. It's nothing amazing. However, this year, our teacher is making the new students, you know, me, and the other students, take a different type of certification for Microsoft Office, which is the expert level. And it's supposed to be harder, but I don't even think even he knows how hard it is, because he sounded like he didn't really know much about it, other than that it exists. So that's something, but yeah. It's like a cookie. To be fair though, I've had a lot of jobs where I just kind of have to wing it for all sorts of things. Yeah. Plumbing, sure. Web editing, okay. Video editing, I guess. Oh god. Bro, what kind of jobs have you had? Holy shit. You know what? I'm gonna do this instead. Ooh, Siri bot on the immediate ban. Hot damn. Yeah, Siri bot. That sounds like exactly the same thing. You just said the same thing twice. You said the same thing twice. Anyways, here's us our thing. We're whatever. Gayshit.com. Go to it. I was saying, oh, you're right. I said, what kind of jobs have you had? It's fucking the happy face you gave me. Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't ask that kind of question. Got it. Honey, you should take Advil if you're starting to hurt, because it'll lessen the impact of it later on, because it could just end up getting worse. Okay. Of course, I didn't get the ends. Does the actual website actually lead somewhere? Yeah. You just gotta make sure it's HTTP and not HTTPS. When you click on it, your web browser may change it to HTTPS, which it won't work. It's a great website. The kind where you have to wear welding gloves to avoid being maimed by animals. You know what? I'm gonna be real, Jams. I don't know much about you personally, but in my head, I've always thought, man, you know what? Jams, in like things that you've said in the past, really makes me think that you've worked with animals. I'm not gonna say the kind of job that I think you may have worked, because I might be right and I don't want to dox anything, but like you give that vibe. So I'm glad at least at one point in your life I was right. I have, yeah, cool. You were, yes, hell yeah. I was right. I'm never, no, I'm kidding. What's up, honey? Turn around, okay, what's up? No, he doesn't want to sit there. He wants to sit on your lap, yeah. He wants to lay on the lap.
I do not know as much about
yeah, your worms. Did I get that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Honey, you should really take Advil, because it's just gonna get worse. I know your stomach, but I'm talking about your head. Okay. One day if we're chatting off stream, I don't mind talking about it. I can tell you all sorts of stories, haha. Please take Advil, Mistia. She says she knows what she's doing as far as this case goes, and it's not gonna be that bad. Whatever. I'm trusting her. I'm trusting her. Jams, this is gonna be a hell no. Like I don't think. Okay, past the Mistia. Aww. She just said, "I love you, Jams." I don't know how much you can hear. She asked, can you tell Steve that she loves him too, and also that I love him too, because I love him too. And who? And Jane, yes, I love Jane too. Of course, I'll give Steve kisses for you and Jane too. Aww. Jams, do you use Tumblr? Oh, I'm being barked at 1 second. I do. I have a question for you when you get back. I mean, you probably can't hear me now, but go deal with Bark. Okay, that person's still, that one's still going. Oh, I should have just pressed 3. There we go. I am interested to going way back to Farming Simulator. I am interested to see what they're going to do for Farming Simulator 2025, or excuse me, just 25. I'm hoping that they focus on bug fixes over adding like a lot more content because this game does not run very well. I have never seen a game quite like this where the game just doesn't really know how to run on hardware very well. It's just very bad at that. And it confuses me. Trying to think of things. I think I've talked about the school long enough. We had a fire drill question mark that happened yesterday. I don't know if it was a fire drill or not. It was never actually told to us what happened. But I just kind of assumed it was a drill. So, you know, everyone went outside and everything. And I was talking to one of my classmates while we were outside. And he made a joke about how, oh, it's probably just culinary again. And, you know, I laughed. And he said, no, actually, I had a sibling who actually came here before me and said they told me like there's quite often like some of the new people in culinary will actually like burn the food and the fire alarms will go off. I'm like, oh. So apparently that is not uncommon. Or I should say it's not a rare thing, it's probably uncommon. So I was smelling this candle that we have now. Misty had brought back the candle from when she went out of town. Shit, how long? 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I couldn't remember how long it's been. And it smells very good. It's a lemon bar candle. Very, very sweet smelling, and I like it a lot. It's almost as sweet as Mistia. There we go. nothing left. Yeah, I think I've done all the yapping that I need to do, that I want to do about school. I'm still trying to think. Oh, my school has a 3D printer that we can use, like, for free, which kind of blew my mind. And apparently is a common thing in high schools now, or in some high schools at least, which still blew my mind. Like, I don't think I ever went to a school that could even have anywhere close to that amount of money. But yeah, we have access to a 3D printer, and I don't think I could ever know where to begin with one. I don't even know what I would print. But it sounds cool. I saw that someone had made like a, I think it's called like a walker. They 3D printed a toy called a walker where like, it doesn't roll like a normal cylinder would. It's made in such a way where it rolls, and then at one point during the roll, it flips itself around, but still goes forward. It's really weird, and also really cool. Like, the only thing that I can really think of to do with the 3D printer is just make desk toys. I don't want to just make desk toys. I don't even have to use it. It just looks cool. Is that guy still going over there? Yeah. You know what? You need to work. I almost forgot about you. There's the train. Okay, I'm back. Dogs reminded me it was dinner time for them. What's your cue? As I was thinking about asking you the question, like while you're away, I was like, you know what? I should probably, just in case, I highly doubt it, but I should probably DM you the question more than anything. So that's what I'll do in a second. As soon as I get in position right here. I should probably look at these great demands that are happening. Are there any that I care about? No. Okay. Let me go DM you. We are not friends. We are hopefully now. Okay, there you go. An easy yes or no question. Negative. Okay. I was curious. So my original thought might be incorrect. It's like it could still possibly be correct. It kind of depends on what you do on Tumblr. But yeah, I've been following that account for a while now, and it can be super sad, but it's all been like super interesting. It makes me wonder if I could handle a career like a medical one, either for humans or animals, and the answer is usually probably not. But it is still like really cool and interesting. You are done, so I'm gonna put you on AI duty. Duty. Whoa, that frame drop was interesting. By the way, this track sounds familiar. Is it? I don't even know how to pronounce that, but let me check. I don't think so, though. I think this is by Shadow something. No, I lied. It's Pilot. There you go. The name of the artist is on the left, and the name of the song is on the right. No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. A lot of these are DMCA free, only available to people who pay for the Monster Cat label, which I've done, obviously, but I haven't updated this playlist in a long time, like a long time. Thank you, Rito, no problem. It's definitely something, like, if I wanted to get more serious about streaming, I really need to do. Like, I've been using this playlist for an extremely long time now, with no changes. I do like all the songs on this playlist, though. I think now, than I have before, I feel a little bit more comfortable with using video game, or at least I'd say most video game music, but I've always tried to not do that. One, because I feel like that's done everywhere already, and two, I don't want to run into the whole like Nintendo bullshit that they've done in the past, where they're very DMCA happy. So I just, when we started this, I tried to stay very far away from anything like that. But I think nowadays, I'm just kind of like, yeah, fuck it. I don't know what I would put in. I can think of some that I already have that are from OC Remix, I think the website's called. Like super old stuff from OC Remix. There's one in particular. Let me go. Let's go doing some good listenings. God, this song is so good. I was never really sure about this song being in the playlist until one day, some backstory for those who don't know. Oh goodness, we are dropping frames heavily. Damn. Oh, I tried to go check my OBS by moving my mouse still in the game. Let me get finished with this. Here we go. I'm gonna drop this. And then I'm gonna pause the game. See if I can't fix that whole thing. I probably won't be able to do it. Not without like restarting the stream.